Hi friends, welcome to Guru Knowledge channel. I am back with the solution to the previous year question paper which belongs to VSKUB, that is Ballari University, graduates of BA, BCom, BBA and BSc, that is non-computer science third semester. So we will be solving the fundamentals of computer, that is November-December 2018 question paper. Even other university graduates like Karnataka University, Rani Chennamma University, Akkama Devi Women's University can also refer to this video, which will help the students to evaluate the best way to write the answers during the examination. So before we begin with this session, kindly subscribe and click on the bell icon for the future notifications. Okay, now this is 2018 question paper. So these are 2 marks questions. See, now 2 marks questions, we will be completing it in only just two slides. Means there will be 12 questions, and these 12 questions we will be covering it in just 2 slides. So the first one is, who is the father of computer? So Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage is the father of computer. Next, expand ALU. ALU is and RAM, RAM. So ALU is arithmetic and logical unit. RAM is random access memory. Next, write any 2 limitations of computer. See, I have given a list of 5 limitations of computer. You can write any 2 of them. First one is, computers cannot think. See, computers cannot think means things means that computers do not have their own brain, so they cannot think. Next, depend on the user input. Computers always depend upon the user input for the sake of processing, so that we can get the output. So we users have to provide the input. Next, computers cannot decide. See, when we said that the computers do not have brain, they cannot think, it means that computers cannot decide. So they cannot decide anything. So they again depend upon the users. Next is lack of common sense. So computers do not have common sense like the human beings. And no feelings. Even like the human beings, computers do not have their feelings. Next, coming to software. What is software? Software is a set of programs. What is software? Software is a set of programs. Programs means what? Programs means it is a set of instruction. Programs means it is a set of instructions that directs a computer hardware to perform a task. Okay, the any examples for software, you can write Microsoft, that is operating system software is there, system software is there, application softwares like MS Word, Excel, PowerPoint. These are also the examples for the software. Next, coming to operating system, that is, name any 2 operating system. Any 2 operating system is, you can write Windows, that is Microsoft Windows, that is Windows 2007, 2010 I have given here. You can write even Windows XP, Windows NT. Okay, many examples are there, that also you can write down. Next, one more example I have given, that is called as Linux. These versions also you can write 2007, 2010, Windows XP, that also can be fine. I have given one more, that is Linux. Next, what is recycle bin? Recycle bin is a system icon. Which icon it is? It is a system icon in Windows. Means on the desktop you can find a recycle bin. It is a Windows icon and it stores files and folders temporarily unless deleted permanently. It means in a computer, whenever we are going to delete anything, it will be stored temporarily in the recycle bin. If you want to delete completely from the computer system, then you have to manually delete it. That is, if you want to delete it permanently, we have to go to the recycle bin and then you have to delete. Okay, so temporarily deleted files will be available in the recycle bin. Next, write the shortcut key for. Shortcut key for what? Copy and paste. Copy is Ctrl+C. Next, paste is Ctrl+V. So these are the shortcut keys. See, the same question has been repeated in 2019 also. Sorry, it has been repeated in 2019 question paper also. Next, what is table address? What is table address? Sorry, it is what is table. Okay, it is what is table. A table is a grid of cells arranged in rows and columns. Arranged in rows and columns. So tables are useful for presenting text information and numerical data. So we know that table is a grid of rows and columns, and these are used for the sake of calculations or for adding some text information to the table. Next, what is text formatting? Text formatting refers to controlling how text appears in our document. It includes size, color, font, text alignment, spacing, etc. So whatever we are going to type in a document or anything, whatever we are going to write in a document, for that we can add some size, color, font, text alignment, spacing, all that. That is called as text formatting. Next, coming to the next question, that is, what is the meaning of cell address? It is, what is the meaning of cell address? What is a cell address? Cell address is an alphanumeric value. Alphanumeric value used to identify a specific cell in a spreadsheet. Spreadsheet means can be an MS Excel. So letters are used to represent column and numbers are used to represent the rows. Example is A2, B1. So what a cell is a what? It is a alphanumeric value. Alphanumeric means it is a combination of alphabets also and a combination of numeric value also, both combination. Okay, so for example, if you consider a table here, we have two columns, that is A and B, and we have rows, that is 1 and 2. So this cell, this particular cell will be represented as A2. That means this cell can be read as A2. Means A is what? A is the row. A is the column. A is the column and 2 is what? The name of the row. So this cell will be represented as A2, and this cell will be represented as B1. So this is the example which I have given, and this cell can be represented as A1, and this cell can be represented as B2. Okay, next, coming to the next question, how many rows and columns are available in the worksheet? How many rows and columns are available in the worksheet? See, here I have provided MS Excel for MS Excel version 2003 also and 2007 also. In 2003 version, there are 65,536 rows and columns, 256 columns. Next, in MS Excel 2007 version, the rows are 10,48,576, whereas columns are 16,384. Okay, see, MS Excel 2003 version, it is for VSKUB, that is Ballari University. It is according to 2003. That is why I have provided this. And for other universities, it is MS Excel. They are using 2007 version in their syllabus. That is why I have provided this also. So what is presentation? MS PowerPoint is a presentation software used to create presentation for personal and professional purposes. So MS PowerPoint, it is a presentation software. So it is used to present. If you want to present any information to the audience, we can use this presentation for the personal and professional purposes. Next, see now, I have provided, see, these are the 12 questions which we have completed here, and these are for 2 marks questions only, and you can just take a screenshot of this screen, first slide and second slide. So we will cover all the 2 marks just in 2 slides. Next, coming to section B, that is, here you have to answer any 3 questions. Here there are 5 questions. Out of 5 questions you have to answer any 3, and these are for how many marks? 5 marks. These are for 5 marks. Okay, 5 marks. Next, what are the characteristics of computer? So the first characteristic is speed. Computers can process millions of instructions per second. We can, at a time, it can process millions of instructions. It performs with very high speed and accuracy. The time taken by the computers for their operation is microseconds and nanoseconds. So with this you can understand how fast the computers can work. Next, accuracy. Accuracy is, it ensures very high degree of accuracy in computations. Due to input data accuracy, errors may occur. See, computers they will provide us with a very high accuracy in computation. Any calculations, it will provide us very high accuracy. But in case if we are going to provide the wrong input data, if you are going to provide an inaccuracy in the data input, then the errors may occur. Next, coming to diligence. What is diligence? Diligence means tiredness. See, computers will never feel tired of work, and they will never lose their concentration. That is called as what? Diligence. So it can perform what? Millions of instructions, millions of tasks or calculations with the same consistency and accuracy. Diligence means they will never get tired. This you have to remember. Next, storage. Storage is what? Computer, it has a built-in memory called as primary memory. See, then storage, there are two memories, that is primary memory and secondary memory also. Okay. Next, there is one more something called as cache memory. See, cache memory, it is one of the fastest access memory, which improves the processor performance. It will improve the processor performance also. Next, secondary storage devices, they are used for permanent storage. Secondary storage devices, they are used for permanent storage. Secondary storage devices can be a pen drive, hard disk and all. Okay. Next, versatile. What is versatile? Versatile means it is the capability of a computer to perform different kinds of work with the same accuracy and efficiency. Means it can perform any kind of work with the same accuracy and the efficiency. Next. So, next question is, write the procedure to create icon on the desktop. How to create an icon on the desktop? Okay. So, the first step here is, you have to right click anywhere on the desktop. Right click, first step, right click anywhere on the desktop. Next, you can, when you right click on the desktop, you will find this. That is, you will find a new option here. New, select new, and then come to shortcut. Here you will also find something called as shortcut. New, and then come to shortcut option. Select the shortcut option. Next, C. C is what? When you say shortcut option, then you will get this create shortcut dialog box will be open. In this, here you will find a button called as browse. When you say, so with this browse, you can select the location of the program that you want. Means where you want to create the shortcut, there you have to browse. Next, once you are going to browse the location here, and then you can click the next option. Click next button and type the name. Click next and then type the name. Next, last, you have to click the finish. Okay, so these are the steps. So right click on the desktop, then go to new, shortcut option. Next, browse the location, then click on next, type the name and then finish. Next, coming to 15th one. How do you find and replace text in MS Word? How do you find and replace text in the MS Word? So we will see the steps for find text. First thing is, open an MS Word document. First thing is, you're going to open an MS Word. Now this is an MS Word document. Next, click Home tab and from editing group, select Find option. See, when you are going to open this MS Word, you are going to find an Home tab. This is a Home tab, and in Home tab, in an editing group, there is an editing group. In editing group, you will find option is there, replace. Okay, sorry, find, replace, select and all options are there. So you want to select this find and replace. You will find and replace both options in editing only. Okay. Next, coming to third step, in find what? When you click on find, you will get this dialog box. Here you can see that it is find and replace. So in find, you can see here find what. Find what? In find what you are going to do? Whatever word you want to find from the document, you are going to type here. Suppose if you want to find here x, suppose there is a word called as xxx, you are going to just type that particular word. And next, in find what, type in find what text box, type the word you want to find and then click find next. Then you are going to click what? Find next. You are going to click. Next, continue clicking the find next button until you get the screen shown below. Click OK. So you have to just type the word and just go on clicking the find next button. So you're going to find what? The particular word you can find here. Okay. Next, steps for replacing the text. Now in the previous this thing slide, what we saw, finding the text. Once you have to find, you can just replace also. I said that you have typed what, xxx. Instead of xxx, if you want yyyy, so then what you can do, you can just replace this. The same process, but what you have to do, instead of this, you will go to you have to click on replace all. So wherever xxx is there, you can just replace it with yyyy. So the first step also is same, second step is also same, okay, and the third step, so you're going to replace, but click on the replace button all. You will get the below dialog box, and then click okay. Just going to click okay. Next, 16th one, write a procedure to save a workbook. How to save a workbook? See, click on the office button. A menu is going to appear. Once you will go to the menu, once you are going to open the MS Excel, that is workbook, then you have to click the office button, and you will get a particular menu. In that particular menu, you have to click save, and when you click on the save option, you will find new, open, save as, and all. So when you click on the save, you will get the save as dialog box. That is, this is the save as dialog box, okay. Then you go to the directory in which you want to save your file. Go to the directory, so you can find the directories here, okay, and you want to choose the particular location. Go to the directory in which you want to save your file. By default, the file name will be book 1. Here, whatever in blue, whichever has highlighted, here by default there will be book 1. Book 1 will be there, okay. So instead of that book 1, you can type a file name. You can give your own file name. Next, click on save. Excel saves your file in with the file extension called as XLS, okay. So this is, you want to click on save, and it is going to save. Type the name here, and then click on save. Next, write a note on normal view in MS PowerPoint. So it is study, see, there are actually 3 types of views in MS PowerPoint, that is normal view, slide sorter view, and slide show view. There are 3 views, but here they have asked you a short note on normal view. So to access this normal view, how to access this normal view? First thing is, click on the normal view button, where at the bottom of the window, at the bottom of the PowerPoint window, you will find a normal view button. You can go there and you can click. Next, otherwise, or one more option is, you can select view. You can go to the view tab, and then you can select this normal command will be there. You can click the normal command on the menu bar, okay. So we will see some points about the normal view. A small image of each slide is displayed on the slide sorter view. Means in a PowerPoint, there will be a number of slides what we are going to create, but all these slides can be displayed in a small image. Small image of each slide will be displayed on slide sorter view. Next, slides can easily be ordered and sorted using this view. You can easily order, slides can be ordered. You can place it in a right order, whether in ascending, descending, or you can arrange yourself. Not only ascending, descending, I mean to say that you can be organized in a however you want. Next, we can add special effects such as transactions that occur when each slide appears. You can also add some transactions, animations to the particular slides also in the normal view, okay. So by this we have completed this 5 marks questions also. So in this session we completed 2 marks questions and 5 marks questions of November December 2018, okay. So if you like the video, please don't forget to like, and if you need any changes to the video, kindly you can just leave a comment in the comment box. And please do subscribe if you have not yet subscribe, and click on the bell icon for the future notifications. Thank you.